Small town boy fucking raps like a machine. I did a couple like edits where it's doubled up to the side. This is the fucking Focusrite Master Pro preamp. I was trying to clean it up to the point where you got that dictation clear because he raps so fast that you can't always catch all the words. This guy is a hidden gem, and when he gets noticed, I mean, he's already drawn 100 people in our area as it is, but when the cities get a little bit of wind of this track, I'm not going to be surprised if Zoom's phone is blown up off the fucking hook, because it's not just this track. I mean, he's got original beats that he kills just as good as this. Like, he freestyles like this. Like, it sounds planned, and it's not. The guy's a fucking genius as far as I'm concerned. And a goddamn blast to hang out with. I would love to do a track with Zoom and Mono together. Live drums, live bass guitar, and just let them freestyle, man. All right, we gotta pause quick on this one too. JT Fremont, Out of Touch, track 9. So Jake was the person that I recorded when I started my audio engineering career at IPR. I needed a test subject to do projects for, and he was always around. And he actually wrote his first acoustic song the weekend that I moved into Burnsville with him, because he'd played bass in the Richards, and we'd been writing songs together for a long time, but he had just gotten like a Fender acoustic guitar. And when I showed up that weekend, he's like, dude, last night I wrote my first acoustic track. You want to hear it? It's like, fuck yeah, I think it was Ann or something. Early Morning Sunrise. JT would have to correct me on that one. But yeah, so all the IPR tracks, bass, and the apartment tracks are songs in black and white that was just posted a couple weeks ago. Sexennial Rex is a collection of songs that were recorded in one evening with one microphone, and it was him upstairs in the house I was living in. Just straight up acoustic songs. Now, 2014, Anthony and I had become friends and advanced some audio gear and decided we were going to do a real JT Fremont recording. So we got backbones laid down for like 10 more songs. We produced out some of them to a point that they're very good. Like maybe some of you have heard Hellfire or Train and Brain. But we haven't really finished them. That would be what I would consider his third album. And so when it came to picking a song for the compilation, I snagged one from there because we need to work on them anyway. And the Robin Hood Hills tried to jam Out of Touch a few times, and it was really fun to play live. I didn't know what he would want to do with it, but it was a random grab to a point. But the ideas he came with, there's jangle and change and chains and shit. We fucking went nuts with this. And it came out so good in such a short amount of time because my skills have progressed as an engineer. His skills have progressed over 15 years of fucking songwriting and recording and listening to great artists. And I'm very proud of this one. That organ is a guitar. It's the B9 pedal that Anthony dropped off. So there's a video on this channel of us tracking it that night, so you get a little bit more insight into how we made this the way it is. But I'm really interested to see what the response is for people who don't know this channel exists and doesn't know any of us at all and just hears it flat out. Like, I would love to be able to be a fly on the wall and see the look on their face.
front of the steeple. Nobody's asking why.
There's no reason.
No reasons or meaning. It's out of season. My touch, and how about yours?
Oh, there's maracas too. I forgot about those fuckers. Chains and chains and maracas.
Show the evil. Every man, woman, child, and soul. I'm the hangman from the steeple. I hung myself right out to dry. There's no reason. No meaning, all the meaning belongs. It's out of season. I'm out of touch, yeah, how about yours? I'm out of touch, can I please have yours? I'm out of touch, can I please have yours? I'm out of touch, can I please have yours?
So the last track on this disc is Flower Talks when If I Come Back, and I started working with them about 2 years ago when I was still in the apartment. They were called Phoenix on 5th at the time. I met them through Brenna, and they were going to school in Wilmer. They still are. Dakota's about to graduate high school. He plays drums. Eric from Siphon plays bass. Misael Taco is a singer, and Sal plays the lead guitar. And we don't know if this is the best sounding one on the disc, but it's a tough call. But there's videos on the Instagram page, and possibly they got bumped over to YouTube, I'm not sure. But the Instagram is just at Discmill Records, and I recorded this in their kitchen last summer. And then we did some touch-ups on the vocals, but other than that, this is pretty much how the Tascam sounds. Like, obviously I took the Tascam tracks and brought them over to Logic and mixed it properly, but it was tracked the same way as the late season was. It was 3 mics on the drums, 2 guitars and a bass and a vocal, and then we just overdubbed the vocal. Really, Dakota does a little backup vocal during the bridge. I edited in some guitar feedback during the breakdown because I thought it would make it sound pretty gnarly, kind of Sonic Youthy. I love how Dakota does this too, because it's like he's hitting the side of the kick, the side of the snare, and his stick at the same time. I didn't realize that until I recorded it and I was watching it. I was like, God damn it, how do you do that? And I just, you know, part of the reason why I was attracted to this song, the first time I heard this song, it was a video on Facebook of them doing it at like a school function, you know, and it was just so pure and just honest, you know. And I offered to work with them right away as soon as I heard it. And we did 6 songs in that session. There's more to come from these boys for sure. But you know, really why it struck me then and why it still does now is because they managed to capture in one song exactly what it's like to be in a high school band that wants to be a band, that wants to really go out there and do it and not give a shit about any of this other stuff, and how your hometown's going to perceive you if you do that and you come back, which is exactly what I did. It's exactly what all the guys in the Robin Hood Hills or Richards or whoever, like, we all had that, let's go do that. But shit, how do we do it? And wet yourself not being able to figure it out. But these guys are in the thick of it. You know what I mean? They're just about to graduate. They're just about to get to that point, and they met us. And I think we can help them at least get farther than we did. I don't know if we can help them get as far as Tiny Moving Parts did, but I sure as shit would like to try. They're nice kids too. This breakdown's heavy as hell. But if I come and that's it. That's Discmill Records compilation volume 1, man. And honestly, I could say if I got hit by a bus at this point, now that it's already on the way out of manufacturing, you know, within the next week, if I got hit by a goddamn bus tomorrow, which you never know when those buses are going to come, I'd be all right, because I feel like we were able to capture exactly where everybody's at and represent them in a very genuine and high quality way. I think if a random person picked this disc up, there might be styles, this, that, or whatever that they don't like, but it doesn't sound cheap. It doesn't sound basement recording. It doesn't sound fucking kitchen and living room recording. Like, it sounds like professional musicians in my book. And I just want to thank all you guys for contributing your tracks, working with me in the studio, helping build this label into something that, you know, really could be something. And it will always be something to me. And now having a physical disc of like, hey, you had this idea, you guys, about making the compilation disc, and now it's real. That's a job well done by all of you guys. And I am really looking forward to what we can continue to do moving forward. Great shows and pressing more records. I want to document this history and leave a little footprint of us. So being willing to share one of your songs and to record with me and work with the pretty much consumer gear, you know what I mean, low-end gear, whatever some people would consider it. We've used it to the best of our ability, and all of you should be very proud of the tracks that we've made so far and the way that this has come out. And I hope that you will take this as inspiration to continue working, continue writing, and trying to play as many shows as possible and continue to meet and expand your networks and really try to make your own personal careers something to be proud of. Who knows, maybe a full-time job. And certainly know that Discmill Records started because of you guys, and is here to help in any way possible, always and forever. Y'all have a good night.